I was delighted and honoured on 27 July 2024 to attend the 71st anniversary of the armistice which brought a halt to the Korean War. This commemoration was hosted by my friends at Ipswich RSL. In the Korean War, there were some 17,000 Australians who served, 340 died in service of their country, 1,216 were wounded, and 30 became POWs. Perhaps very tragically, the armistice was agreed on 19 July, but it took effect on 27 July, and in the last 3 days of the war, 2 RAR suffered 6 killed and 24 wounded, after the armistice had been agreed but had not been signed, had not come into effect. The commemoration held by the Ipswich RSL was extremely well attended by veterans, by family members, by representatives of our wonderful Queensland Korean community, cultural performers who gave exceptional performances, and representatives from all levels of government and all parties. At the event, the following Korean War veterans or their family members received the Peace Medal provided by the Republic of Korea. And I want to read their names in honour of them. Mr Tony Oddy, who served in Korea with 1st Battalion, the Royal Australian Regiment from March 1954 to March 1955. Mr Malcolm Rainbow, who served with the New Zealand Navy on HMNZS Hawea in Korea between 1952 and 1955. Mr Russell Milligan, the son of Korean veteran Mr Robert Milligan, who served in Korea with No. 77 Fighter Squadron from February 1952 to July 1952. An award will be given to Mr Graham Frost, the son of Mr William Henry Frost, who served in the Royal Australian Navy on HMAS Sydney from August 1951 to February 1952. Mrs Florence Gendra, the daughter of Frederick Shepherd, who served in Korea from September 1951 to July 1952 with 3rd Battalion, the Royal Australian Regiment, received a Peace Medal. And Mrs Donna Reid accepted a Peace Medal in memory of her brother, Merlin John Elliott, who served in Korea with 3rd Battalion, the Royal Australian Regiment from February 1953 to May 1953 and was killed in action on 25 May 1953. I'd like to say a few words in relation to the background of this commemoration, and I can do no better than quoting the words of Mrs Debbie Wadwell, who's the Secretary of the RSL, Ipswich RSL, and who does a wonderful, wonderful job in that capacity. Just a tremendous job Debbie does in that capacity. And she provided me details with respect to how this commemoration came about. I was preparing 5 years ago a Vietnam Veterans Day service in early March, and life member of the RSL Queensland, Mr Matthew Rennie, OAM, came into the Memorial Hall and asked what I was doing. When I told Mr Rennie I was planning Vietnam Veterans Day, he asked, "What about the Korean War? Why is no one honouring our service?" I said to Mr Rennie, "We will be this year, 2018. And he said he would believe it when he saw it. Well, we saw the 5th commemoration at Ipswich on the 27th of July 2024. And lastly, I'd like to refer to a wonderful young man I met from Korea. And this is Mr Kim Sung-woo, who came to Australia as a student as part of a program and was in Australia between 13 July and 9 August, a very limited time. And he heard about the Korean War commemoration service and actually came to Ipswich to participate in the service. It was just quite inspiring, actually, and meant a lot to the veterans and families who were there. So I really do want to congratulate Kim Sung-woo for coming along. He did great honour, I think, to his family, to his country, by paying respect to Australians who served in the Korean War. And in his words, and I'll close with his words, I hope the alliance between the Republic of Korea and Australia will last